Eala nets P5M, gains 215 ranking points in Dubai Tourney. Filipina tennis star Eala continued her impressive rise on the international stage, earning $98,500, around P5.7 million, and 215 Women's Tennis Association (WTA) ranking points after reaching the quarterfinals of the WTA 1000 Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships in the United Arab Emirates. The 20-year-old WTA world number 47 bowed out after a straight sets loss, 6-0, 6-2, to world number 4 and tournament third seed Coco Gauff of the United States in their quarterfinal match at the Aviation Club Tennis Center. Despite the loss, Eala's campaign was highlighted by major victories over higher-ranked opponents. The 5'9" left-hander defeated retired American Hailey Baptiste, formerly ranked world number 45. In the round of 64, she followed it up with a 6-1, 7-6, 5 win over world number 8 Jasmine Paolini of Italy in the round of 32 and a 7-5, 6-4 triumph over world number 32 Sorana Cersti of Romania in the round of 16. Eala's quarterfinal finish in the prestigious WTA 1000 event, which featured a total prize pool of $4,088,211, P2 $37.7 million, marked one of the biggest achievements of her young professional career. In addition to her earnings in Dubai, Eala collected one of her biggest paychecks earlier this year at the Australian Open, where she received $150,000, about P6.1 million, for reaching the round of 64 in singles, along with $29,556, around P1.2 million, from her first-round doubles appearance. Her latest performance is expected to boost her position in the WTA rankings, with the 215 points strengthening her standing among the world's top players. Eala is now setting her sights on the WTA 1000 BNP Paribas Open in Indian Wells, California, scheduled from March 4th to 15th. AC, the rally of a lifetime. How Eala charged through Dubai and sparked a new chapter. A week of promise under Dubai skies and the shifting sands of the United Arab Emirates. Amidst a constellation of tennis stars, a young left-handed Filipino contender arrived in February 2026 with quiet determination. Alexandra Eala, 20, had already carved her name into the tennis world. Her journey shaped by grit, childhood ambition, and the pride of a nation that sees itself in every swing of her racket. But what awaited her at the Dubai Tennis Championships was not simply another tournament. It was a proving ground. Dubai's WTA 1000 event is one of the sport's most prestigious stops outside the Grand Slams, a stage where established champions and rising stars collide. For Eala, entering the draw was both a challenge and an opportunity. The Middle East swing had not been entirely smooth. A slip in the WTA rankings prior to Dubai had left her at number 47, but it also set the stage for a breakthrough few could have predicted. Point 2. The moment the world took notice from her first steps on the hard courts at the Aviation Club Tennis Center, there was something electric about Eala's presence. Her run began modestly, advancing through the early rounds, but it was in the second round where her campaign hit warp speed. Facing world number 8 Jasmine Paolini, a seasoned Italian star and past champion, Eala seized control with a commanding performance, 6-1, 7-6, 5. It was more than a statistical upset, it was a statement. With relentless ground strokes and a maturity beyond her years, she became one of the few players to beat a top 10 opponent in straight sets at this level, marking the third top 10 win of her career. That victory didn't just earn applause, it galvanized belief. For Filipino fans watching across continents, it was a shared moment of pride. For Eala, it was confirmation of her potential. Live rankings leapt and hope soared, but the best was still to come. 3. Onward to the quarterfinals. buoyed by the Paolini win, Eala next faced Sorana Cersti, a seasoned Romanian whose experience belied her ranking. The match was a thriller, a tight, tactical battle that saw Eala prevail by 7-5, 6-4, earning her place in the quarterfinals and cementing her status as one of the week's breakout performers. Reaching the quarterfinals of a WTA 1000 event is impressive for any player, but for Eala, it held special significance. Not only did it mark only the second time in her career she had advanced so deep at a tournament of this caliber, It also brought a significant windfall, roughly 5 million Cuban pesos, about US $98,500, and 215 ranking points, a haul that would reshape her standing on the world stage. Financial rewards in tennis are not just numbers, they're tangible support for travel, coaching, and training, crucial elements for a player building toward future Grand Slams and major success. In a sport where margins are measured in inches and milliseconds, this kind of backing can make the difference between promise and progress. Point 4. Lessons from the court. Facing a champion. Eala's quarter-final opponent, world number 4 Coco Gauff, was a towering challenge. Gauff's game was precise and relentless, and she closed out the match 6-0, 6-2. For many, a loss like that might bruise confidence. For Eala, it became a lesson in resilience. Even in defeat, there were takeaways: the rhythm of competing at top speed, the mental discipline required to face an elite opponent, and the realization that, on any given day, she belongs among this sport's best. The quarter-final exit did not diminish her achievement, it underscored it. To reach that stage of a WTA 1000, and to do so with conviction, is a sign of upward momentum. Beyond points, the rankings surged. The 215 ranking points Eala earned in Dubai did more than fill a column in a spreadsheet. They reignited her climb up the WTA rankings, where points are the currency of progress. Rankings determine seedings, entries into premier events, and, crucially, the pathways players navigate through the season's grandest arenas. Before Dubai, Eala hovered just inside the top 50. After it, projections placed her near number 32, a career best and historic mark for a Filipino player. This leap is not just a reflection of one tournament but the accumulation of years of effort, from junior successes to professional accomplishments. It tells a story of resilience, adaptation, and growth in the face of world-class competition. A nation's champion. Eala's run in Dubai resonated far beyond the scoreboard. In her post-match comments, she expressed deep gratitude to Filipino supporters who followed her journey in the UAE, a reminder that her accomplishments carry cultural and emotional weight back home. To many Filipinos, she represents a new chapter in a sport where national heroes are rare, a global ambassador wielding not just a racket, but the aspirations of a generation. Her journey also serves as an inspiration for young athletes across Southeast Asia, showing that geographical barriers can be surmounted by dedication, discipline, and belief. Eala's rise is not just about personal success, it's about expanding what's possible for athletes from nations outside the traditional tennis powerhouses. Point 7. Looking ahead, momentum and milestones. Now, just weeks after her Dubai charge, Eala's gaze turns toward the next horizons. The Indian Wells Open and the Miami Open, two of the sport's most coveted events where more ranking points, prize money, and prestige await. With the confidence of her Dubai performance, she enters these tournaments not as an underdog, but as a contender. These upcoming events will test her consistency, endurance, and tactical maturity, the very elements that distinguish promising players from established ones. But if her Dubai campaign is any indication,